Stop watching anime this way. You're ruining the experience, you're destroying your love for anime, and you do not even realize it. Right now, millions of fans are making the same mistakes. They are watching anime the wrong way, and it is killing their enjoyment completely. Here is what nobody tells you about watching anime. The way you consume it matters more than what you watch. Most people focus on finding the perfect show, but they ignore how they are actually watching it. This single mistake ruins everything. After analyzing hundreds of hours of viewing patterns and research, I have discovered exactly what is destroying the anime experience for fans. This is not about taste or preferences. This is about habits that actively harm your enjoyment. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to stop doing immediately and how to fall in love with anime all over again. Let's start with the biggest killer of anime enjoyment. Binge watching everything as fast as possible. You sit down and watch 12 episodes in one night, then another 12 the next day. You finish entire seasons in 48 hours. And you think this is normal. It's not. It's absolutely ruining your experience. Here's what happens when you binge watch excessively. Your brain stops processing individual episodes properly. Everything blurs together into one massive memory. You can't remember specific moments that should be memorable. Characters don't get time to breathe in your mind. Emotional moments lose their impact because you rush past them. Research on binge watching shows it increases anxiety and depression. It disrupts sleep patterns when you stay up until dawn. It creates feelings of emptiness when the show ends. And most importantly, it prevents genuine connection with the story. Think about how you watch your favorite movies. You don't watch 10 movies back to back immediately. You give each one space to exist in your memory. Anime deserves the same respect. Each episode is crafted with specific pacing in mind. Cliffhangers are designed to make you think between episodes. Character development needs time to sink in mentally. When you binge, you skip all of this. You're consuming content instead of experiencing art. Here's what you should do instead. Watch 1 or 2 episodes per day maximum. Give yourself time to think about what you watched. Let emotional moments actually affect you properly. Talk about episodes with friends between watching sessions. This makes every show exponentially more enjoyable. Your retention improves dramatically with proper pacing. You remember characters, plot points, and meaningful scenes, and you don't burn out on anime entirely. Now let's talk about the second major mistake. You are chasing seasonal anime like it is a competition. Every 3 months, dozens of new shows premiere, and you feel pressure to watch all of them. You are following 8 shows simultaneously every single season, trying to stay current with every trending series. This is exhausting and completely unnecessary. Here's the truth about seasonal anime watching. Most seasonal shows are mediocre at best. Only 2 or 3 per season are actually exceptional. The rest are forgettable content designed for quick consumption, yet you are wasting hours every week watching mediocre shows just so you can participate in online discussions. Meanwhile, you are missing genuinely great anime from previous years. The fear of missing out is controlling your viewing habits. You watch things you do not even enjoy anymore, just because everyone else is watching them too. This creates what researchers call anime burnout. You are watching so much that it all blends together. Nothing feels special or unique anymore. You forget why you loved anime in the first place, and you start resenting the medium entirely. Here's the solution that actually works. Stop trying to watch everything as it airs. Pick 1 or 2 seasonal shows maximum. Choose shows that genuinely interest you personally. Ignore the hype and community pressure completely. Then use your remaining time for completed shows. Watch classic anime you missed years ago. Rewatch shows you loved but barely remember now. This gives you a balanced, sustainable viewing experience. You will enjoy anime more with less viewing time. The third mistake is even more insidious. Letting spoilers and community discourse ruin your experience. You are scrolling through social media while watching anime. Someone posts a major plot twist without warning. A YouTube thumbnail shows a character death before you reach it. Reddit discussions reveal the ending you have not seen yet. Just like that, months of buildup are destroyed. Spoilers are not just annoying, they fundamentally change how your brain processes stories. Research shows spoilers reduce enjoyment of surprise-based narratives. Your emotional response to twists becomes muted and hollow. You are watching for confirmation instead of genuine discovery. The anticipation that makes stories exciting completely vanishes. For thriller anime, this kills the entire experience. Death Note becomes pointless when you know the ending. Attack on Titan loses impact when twists are spoiled. Steins Gate feels empty without the element of surprise. But here is what makes this worse. Anime communities are terrible about spoiler protection. Manga readers spoil anime watchers constantly without remorse. Memes reference major plot points casually in thumbnails. Video titles literally spell out character deaths and betrayals. Even official openings sometimes reveal future plot developments. This creates an impossible situation for viewers. You want to engage with the community, but engaging means risking massive spoilers constantly. So here is what you must do. Avoid all anime content online until you finish watching. Do not Google character names while watching a series. Do not watch episode discussions or reviews mid-season. Stay away from wikis and fan sites completely. Mute keywords on social media for shows you are watching. Use browser extensions to block spoilers if necessary. This might feel extreme, but one spoiler can ruin months of storytelling buildup. Protecting your experience is worth temporary social media silence. Now here's a mistake that might surprise you. Comparing every anime to other anime constantly. You're watching a show and immediately thinking about another. This animation isn't as good as that one. This character is just a copy of someone else. This plot is basically the same as that series. You're so busy comparing that you can't enjoy anything. This is what's called critical viewing syndrome. You've watched so much anime that nothing feels fresh. Every trope has been seen 1,000 times before. Every character archetype feels predictable and boring. Every plot twist seems derivative of something else. Your brain is stuck in analysis mode constantly. You're watching anime like a critic instead of a fan, and this sucks all the joy out of watching. Here's why this happens so commonly. The anime community celebrates being extremely discerning. Calling shows mid or trash becomes a personality trait. People compete to have the most sophisticated critical takes, and suddenly nobody is allowed to simply enjoy things. You feel pressure to explain why everything is flawed. It even shows you actually get torn apart constantly. This creates a toxic relationship with the medium. Here's how to break this destructive pattern. Stop rating every anime against every other anime. Each show exists in its own context and vision. A slice of life anime isn't competing with action shows. Comedy anime do not need to be objectively groundbreaking. Some shows are just meant to be fun, and that's completely valid and worthwhile. Let yourself enjoy things without constant critical analysis. Turn off your brain and just experience the story. Save the deep analysis for after you've finished watching. You'll find yourself enjoying anime exponentially more. The fifth major mistake is community-related. Letting toxic fans ruin a show before you even watch it is more common than you think. You hear about a popular anime online, but the fandom is called toxic and annoying, so you avoid the show entirely. Even though the show itself might be incredible, this is gatekeeping yourself from great content. Here is the uncomfortable truth about anime fandoms. Every single popular anime has toxic fans. Naruto fans, One Piece fans, Attack on Titan fans, My Hero Academia fans, Demon Slayer fans, and Dragon Ball fans. All of them have toxic elements in their communities. But that says nothing about the quality of the shows. Letting random internet strangers control your viewing choices is one of the dumbest things you can do. The show exists separately from its fan base. Death threats sent to creators do not affect the story. Shipping wars have nothing to do with character writing. Gatekeeping behavior does not change the animation quality. You are judging RT based on its audience instead of experiencing the art itself firsthand. This robs you of potentially life-changing stories. Here is what you should do instead. Watch shows based on your personal interests only. Completely ignore what fans are saying about it. Do not join fandom spaces until after you finish watching. Form your own opinions before reading anyone else's takes. Then decide if you want to engage with the community. You can love a show and never interact with its fandom. That is completely valid and often healthier anyway. Your relationship with anime should be personal, not dictated by strangers on the internet. The sixth mistake is rushing through everything. You watch anime with your phone in your hand, you check messages, scroll social media, browse Reddit. Your attention is split between the show and everything else, and you miss crucial dialogue, subtle character moments, and visual storytelling. Then you complain the show is confusing or boring, but you were not actually watching it properly. Anime requires active engagement to appreciate fully. Directors craft specific shots for emotional impact. Voice actors deliver nuanced performances that matter. Background music enhances scenes in deliberate ways. Visual metaphors communicate themes without explicit dialogue. When you are distracted, you miss all of this. You get the plot summary version of the story instead of the actual artistic experience intended. Then you wonder why the show does not hit emotionally. Here is how to actually watch anime properly. Put your phone in another room entirely. Close all browser tabs and social media apps. Turn off notifications on all your devices. Sit down and give the show your full attention. Watch in a proper viewing environment with good audio. Let yourself be fully immersed in the experience. This transforms mediocre shows into enjoyable ones and turns great shows into unforgettable experiences. You will notice details you never saw before. Jokes land better, drama hits harder, action flows smoother. The entire experience becomes richer and more meaningful. If you cannot focus without your phone, pause the show, take a break, check your messages, then return focused. Never multitask while watching anime. Before we continue, please hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. Your support helps us create more content like this. Now let's talk about the seventh deadly sin. Forcing yourself to finish shows you hate. You're 30 episodes into a 70-episode series. You're not enjoying it at all anymore, but you feel obligated to finish it anyway. This is the sunk cost fallacy, destroying your enjoyment. Here's something crucial to understand. Life is too short to watch anime you don't like. There are thousands of shows waiting to be discovered. Why waste hours on something that makes you miserable? The anime community pressures people to finish everything. It gets better after episode 9, they say. You have to push through the slow parts. Real fans finish what they start. This is complete nonsense. If a show hasn't grabbed you after 3 episodes, it's probably not going to suddenly become amazing later. Sure, some shows have slow starts, but most shows reveal their quality pretty quickly. Steins Gate is slow but engaging from episode 1. Attack on Titan hooks you immediately despite exposition. Good shows give you reasons to keep watching early. If those reasons aren't there, move on. Here's your new rule for anime watching. The 3-episode rule, minimum for every show. After 3 episodes, honestly assess your enjoyment. Are you looking forward to the next episode, or does watching feel like homework? If it feels like homework, stop watching immediately. No guilt, no second guessing. Just stop. Your time is valuable and should be spent on enjoyment, not proving something to strangers on the internet. This single change will revolutionize your anime experience. You'll watch less, but enjoy exponentially more. The 8th mistake is ignoring your own taste. You're watching shows because they're critically acclaimed. Everyone says it's a masterpiece. Like every ranking puts it in the top 10. So you force yourself to watch it even though you're bored out of your mind. Here's a secret the anime community hides. Popular doesn't mean universally enjoyable. Your taste is valid even when it differs from consensus. Some people genuinely don't like Cowboy Bebop. Others find Neon Genesis Evangelion pretentious. Some think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is overrated. All of these opinions are completely valid. The problem is anime communities shame differing opinions. They call you a fake fan for disliking classics. They say you don't understand the themes properly. They insist you're watching anime wrong somehow. This creates pressure to pretend you love certain shows, even when you genuinely don't enjoy them. You're lying about your own preferences to fit in with strangers online. This is absolutely insane when you think about it. Here's what you should do instead. Watch what genuinely interests you personally. If you love isekai trash, embrace it fully. If you prefer slice of life over action, own it. If you only watch romance anime, that's perfectly fine. Your taste doesn't need validation from anyone else. Anime is diverse enough for every preference imaginable. Stop watching shows to prove something to others. Start watching shows because you actually want to. This will make anime fun again instead of stressful. The 9th mistake is refusing to rewatch anything. You finished a show 5 years ago. You barely remember it now, but you refuse to rewatch it because you feel you need to watch new shows instead. You are treating anime like a checklist to complete instead of RT to be appreciated multiple times. Here is something beautiful about rewatching anime. You notice details you completely missed the first time. Foreshadowing becomes obvious on a second viewing. Character motivations make more sense with full context. Themes and symbolism become crystal clear. The experience is often better the second time around because you are not focused on what happens next. You can appreciate how it happens instead. The craft of storytelling becomes more apparent. Music cues you did not notice suddenly stand out. Visual metaphors you missed become obvious. The entire show transforms into something deeper, yet you are denying yourself this experience because you are obsessed with watching something new. Here is a healthier approach to anime watching. Rewatch your favorite shows every few years. See how your perspective changes as you age. Notice things your adult self understands that your teenage self missed. Appreciate the craftsmanship with more experienced eyes. This creates a deeper connection with the medium instead of constantly chasing the next thing. You develop a relationship with shows you love. They become part of your life instead of content consumed. This is what transforms casual viewers into true fans. The 10th and final mistake is the worst. Watching anime to increase your numbers. You track every show on My Anima List. You compete with friends about who has watched more. You rush through shows to boost your completed count. This turns anime into a toxic competition. Here is what happens when numbers become your focus. You stop caring about quality entirely. You watch bad shows just to increase your count. You skip episodes or speed through scenes. You lose all emotional connection to the stories. Anime becomes work instead of entertainment. And eventually, you burn out completely. Research on anime addiction shows this pattern clearly. People watch excessively to feel accomplished, but they are not actually enjoying what they watch. They are chasing dopamine from completing tasks, not the genuine satisfaction of experiencing great art. This creates a hollow, empty relationship with anime. You have watched 300 shows, but you cannot remember half of them. You cannot explain why you loved most of them. You just have big numbers on your profile, and you feel nothing when you look at them. Here is how to fix this immediately. Delete your anime tracking apps if necessary. Stop counting episodes and shows watched. Focus entirely on the experience itself. Watch one show and really absorb it. Let it affect you emotionally. Think about themes and characters deeply. Discuss it with friends who care. Then move to the next show when you are ready. Quality over quantity should be your only focus. One incredible show experienced fully is worth more than 10 mediocre shows rushed through. This mindset shift will save your anime love. Here is what all these mistakes have in common. They treat anime as content to consume, instead of art to experience. You are optimizing for efficiency instead of enjoyment, maximizing quantity instead of quality, chasing trends instead of following your interests. This approach kills everything special about anime. Anime is not meant to be binged endlessly, or watched while distracted, or consumed like fast food. It is art created by passionate artists. Stories crafted with intention and care. Characters designed to make you feel something real. When you rush through everything mindlessly, you are disrespecting the art and hurting yourself. Here is what proper anime watching looks like. Choose shows based on genuine personal interest, not because they are popular or critically acclaimed. Watch 1 or 2 episodes per night maximum, giving each episode space to breathe and resonate. Avoid spoilers by staying off social media and protect your experience from outside interference. Engage fully without distractions or multitasking, giving the show your complete attention and respect. Stop watching shows you do not enjoy, refusing to waste time on obligation and guilt. Rewatch favorites to appreciate them more deeply, building relationships with shows instead of consuming content. Ignore the toxic parts of fandom, protecting your love for anime from strangers' negativity. This approach transforms everything. You watch less, but you enjoy exponentially more. Every show becomes a meaningful experience instead of just another item on a list. You remember what made you love anime originally? The excitement, the emotional connection, the genuine joy. You have not lost your love for anime. You just forgot how to watch it properly. The anime industry creates hundreds of shows each year. You will never watch everything, even if you tried, so stop trying to watch everything. Start trying to truly experience what you watch. This one mindset shift changes everything. You are no longer in a race with anyone. You are just someone enjoying stories you love. Here is your action plan starting today. Pick one show you've been meaning to watch, not because it is popular, but because it interests you. Commit to watching 1 episode per night maximum. Put your phone away during the entire episode. After each episode, think about what you watched and let the story breathe in your mind. Talk about it with someone who cares. If you are not enjoying it after 3 episodes, stop watching immediately without guilt and find something else that actually interests you. Protect your experience from spoilers and stay off social media for shows you are watching. This disciplined approach will break your binge habits and it will save your love for anime. Remember why you started watching in the first place. It was not to have the highest numbers or to win internet arguments or to prove something to strangers. It was because anime made you feel something special, stories that moved you in ways nothing else did, characters that felt real and meaningful, worlds that captured your imagination completely, that magic still exists. You just have to slow down enough to feel it. Stop rushing through everything mindlessly. Stop letting others dictate your viewing experience. Stop treating anime like a competition to win. Start watching with intention and genuine care. Start protecting your experience from outside interference. Start following your own taste without apology. And watch as anime becomes magical again, the way it was always meant to be. Your relationship with anime is personal. Nobody else can tell you the right way to enjoy it. But these habits will destroy any enjoyment eventually, so break them now before it is too late. Slow down, pay attention, and actually experience what you watch. That's the secret to loving anime forever. Now, if you are just getting started with anime and want to know exactly where to begin, I have created the ultimate beginner's guide that covers everything you need. From picking your first show to understanding anime culture, it is the complete roadmap for new fans. The guide will help you avoid making these same mistakes from the very beginning. Click the link on screen now to watch the complete beginner's guide to starting anime in 2026. You won't regret it.